Peace and blessings, everyone. Peace and blessings. I hope everyone is doing well tonight. I'm coming to you live from YouTube, as well as Black Queens of Spiritual Healing. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the room. Come on in, come on in. I hope everybody's doing great tonight. Peace and blessings, Farah. Glad you made it, baby. Peace and blessings, everyone. Just giving a couple minutes to let some folks come on in so we can get down to business. I'm just putting in some information for some of the stuff I'll be talking about a little bit later. So, hey Rita, peace and blessings, everyone. When you come to the room, let me know, because I want to get this conversation started. Okay. Peace, Athena. Peace and blessings. So yes, today we're going to talk about how to rewrite your old narrative for a new year. Anybody who's over here on YouTube, make sure you click like, share, subscribe, so I know that you're here. If you're over in Black Queens, I have pinned my link tree to the top. So if you want to come over to YouTube, you can click on the link tree, click on YouTube, and you'll end up over here with me. Peace, Trend. Hi, baby. So yeah, let's talk about how to rewrite your narrative for a new year. So one of the biggest things that, I've been hearing people talk about is not wanting to write any, New Year's resolutions, not wanting to set intentions for the new year. And it's mostly because people feel like they're going to fail. Like in advance, people are already feeling like, I ain't going to stick to it. So what's the point? But it's time to rewrite that old narrative, don't y'all think? Because there's nothing you can't have. Straight up. There's nothing you can't have. There's nothing you can't do. So I want to help you rewrite that narrative. See, a lot of times our belief systems were written by things that we learn, everything that we encounter in life. Hey, Tab, everything we encounter in life, it teaches us something. And those things that we learn, we make it our truth. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean it is true, but everything that we learn, we tend to make it our truth. So if we learn that my family just, all of us are fat, we just kind of gain weight and we all are fat. So we accept it as truth, right? So then we kind of don't make any other decisions because we assume I'm going to be fat, just like the rest of my family. That's one of those things that we kind of accept. But at the same time, we're the people who are saying, I'm the generational curse breaker. And I'm looking really over there, Black Queens, because there's a lot of people who talk about that in that particular group. I'm an admin over in that group. So, and by the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Sharonda L. Barksdale, and I am a spiritual life empowerment coach. And my business is called Authentically Your Expressions, where we like to say, hey, 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 hey. So anytime that y'all are agreeing with something, just type in AYE. Hey. So that's what we do over here. But yeah, so a lot of things that we've learned, we've accepted them as our truth. So for example, you see families of people that nobody has done anything past high school. Nobody has done anything past high school. So we just assume my family doesn't go to college. Our family don't go to college. That's not something we do. So that's a belief that's been created over and over and over again in families till we believe is true. Is there anyone who could think of maybe there's a belief in your family or something you were taught that's true? I'm just asking. All right, Athena. Hey, hey. Can anybody think of something they may have heard in their family that people act like is absolute truth? Like people in my family don't become doctors. Things like that. People in our family don't get out of the projects. People form these beliefs. Hey, Vanity. Hey, Nicole. So these are things that we experience over time. And those belief systems we turn into our absolute truth. We don't believe anything else could change. So then when we start setting goals, we like to think, ooh, I want to become a lawyer. So then we'll go off to school, but because we kind of have that thing in the back of our head, you can't become no lawyer, or somebody is saying to you, you ain't gonna become no lawyer, we kind of give up. That's what happens. Vanity said, hey, okay. Y'all understand the AYE. Y'all getting used to seeing me now, right? AYE, authentically your expressions. Hey. So we kind of hold to these truths that people have said about us. Women can't do. Black women can't do. So in our minds, when it comes to setting goals, we lower our standards. Our standards become really low about things. Tab said we are cursed. That's what they believe. Exactly. People tend to believe that their family line is cursed and that they can't have good things. Do y'all know that you can be filthy rich out here in these streets? Like really making a lot of money? People are here finding creative ways to make a lot of money. One of them I've recently found out about is people are having groups where they just ask people to come in and pay $5. So say like Rita. Rita has a sewing talent. She can sew. If Rita wanted to, she could create a group for sewing to teach people how to sew and charge them $5 a piece. Well, Rita, if you had 100 people join that group, you just made $500 for that month. Do you see what I'm saying? There's options out here for you to do things, but because we limit our mind and what we could possibly do, we don't even try. We don't go searching for the things that can help us. Athena says, but we can't break the curse. We can break the curse. Yes, we absolutely. I mean, why not? Why does my life have to look just like my mom's life or my grandmother's life or my great grandmother's life? What's the reason? I don't know any good reason why our lives have to always look just like the people who raised us. Not saying what they did was wrong, but maybe they didn't believe in themselves. Maybe they didn't have people telling them, you can do more. I know I didn't do a whole lot, but you can do more, you know? So those are the type of things that we have to start considering. That's what we call shadow work. If you have been around me at some point, you know that I specialize in shadow work. I specialize in several things, but shadow work has been a biggie lately. When we're doing shadow work, we're looking into who told me that, who said that I can't have what I want to have for my life. Vanity said, use your talents, use your gifts. Okay, baby. That's how people are making money, though, using what you have. Peace, Kim. Thanks for coming, baby. We use what we have in order to get what we want. Right? Right? So we have to stop sacrificing that space. Hey, y'all over there at Black Queens, I have pinned at the top my link tree. If you go to that link tree, you can click on YouTube and come over to YouTube and make sure you hit subscribe, okay? So you know when your girl is going live. So this is a big thing coming up for New Year's. Everybody can have a new 2021, but it's going to require you to do something different than what you did in 2020. You see what I'm saying? You're going to have to use your creative abilities. You're going to have to tap into your talents. You're going to have to stay strong. There are steps that you are going to have to take in order for the year to be different. I'm looking at my notes, just making sure I talk about everything that I want to talk about. But all the beliefs that people have told you about yourself, I have witnessed people who were told they were not smart enough to go to college and graduate with their degree and go on and get their master's degree. Did they have to fight a little bit? Maybe. Maybe they had to go a little bit harder. Maybe they had to study harder than maybe other people had to study. Maybe they had to get a tutor, but they did it. They didn't let somebody saying to them, you're too stupid or you're too slow, make them believe that they couldn't do it. The only difference between you and that person is that person said, I'm not letting anybody tell me that I cannot do a thing. That's the difference. So what I'm telling y'all is Go ahead and begin to set your intentions. Set your intentions for this new year and believe that there's no reason why you can't have that thing. Athena said, how can we tap into our talents when we don't know what it is? I have a funny feeling you do. There's something that you're good at. And when you don't know what you're good at, you start doing things like sewing. Talking about Rita. Go look at some YouTube videos, find somebody who is teaching sewing, and just begin the beginning stages. See if it's something you like. Some people are really good with their hands. Other stuff, people are good. Some of you are good at speaking, and y'all have a lot of knowledge about certain topics. Find out, put all your information together, because some of y'all study crystals, spirituality. Y'all study what the sage is good for, the salapanto, all this stuff. Y'all have all this information that people are out here longing for. You have some information. If you don't, find something that interests you. There's a plethora of things out here. Is it music? Maybe you could become someone who critiques music and start a blog. Do you see what I'm saying? Even if you don't know off the top of your head, you have a talent. I haven't met anybody yet who doesn't have a talent. You see what I'm saying? I haven't met anyone yet. Everybody has something. And when you dig a little deeper, you find out. So I had a few steps that I wanted to share with y'all tonight. Of course, you know I have my steps to help y'all with rewriting your narrative. If you want to go grab your pen and your paper, do it right now. Grab you a pen and paper so that you can write down these steps so you can start working harder to rewrite your narrative. Stop telling that old story. I don't have enough money. People are finding ways to make money. They're selling the stuff that's in their closets. They're creating the groups that they're charging $5 for. They're finding different ways, recycling, collecting cans. There's all kind of ways that we sometimes want to look down our noses about. But that's where you begin, putting one foot forward. Go ahead and get your pen and paper, baby. She said she's going to get her pen and paper. Kim said sometimes you don't know what you're good at because you haven't been exposed to it yet. Absolutely. You have to be open. I agree, Kim. Y'all got some water? Everybody drinking some water? Making sure y'all got your water around. I got to amp up my water intake come the new year. But yeah, there's a lot of things that I want y'all to do. People are out here succeeding not because they're better than you. Nobody is better than you, baby. Oprah isn't even better than you. She just didn't give up. She just didn't give up. She kept going. When people said no, she turned another corner and went still in the direction she wanted to go in. There wasn't no, even when you get your no's, you can't let go. That's what's happening a lot of times. Or as soon as something bad or uncomfortable happens in our lives, something financially devastating happens, we forget to turn back into that space of saying there are infinite possibilities for me to receive money. Saying things like that, using your affirmations over and over again to tell yourself, I can have what I want. Money flows to me with ease. Money loves for me to spend it, right, Tab? Money loves for me to spend it. Saying those affirmations because it's true. Because isn't that what money is for? Right? Right? That money wants you to spend it because that's what it was made for. So the money you're trying to run from you run it from the money because you don't believe it wants to be with you. Shifting your thoughts about money can get open the doors that you think are closed for you. Kim said, yes, on the water, prepping for this fast on January 1st. Yes, we are starting a fast January 1st. Those of you who are in the shadow work group, y'all make sure y'all get ready to start this fast on January the 1st. It's a 40-day fast, and I'm letting people choose what they want to fast from. You know, I'm not big on forcing people to what I think should work for them. What works for you works for you. I tell everybody, make sure you're going to see a doctor so that they say, yes, you're clear to do a fast. You're not gonna be pointing at me talking about she told me to do a fast and now I'm sick. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's what's up, Athena. She said all she does is drink water. Okay, baby. Okay, girl, get it then. So yes, join us for the fast. If you're not in the shadow work group, again, Black Queens, go to that link tree. The link, if you go to my link tree that's pinned at the top of the comments, you could go there. If Tab or Farah has a minute, they could probably post the link for me. But I'm not that swift, so don't do that to me. or I'll come back and post it after we're done with the live. So, okay, we're going to talk about some steps on how to rewrite your narrative because we have got to get rid of the old stuff. Stop saying the old stuff over and over again. Thank you, Farah. Farah says she'll get it. And it's in the link tree, like I said. So, over and over again, we're saying stuff like, I'm not going to have a good year, or I'm always going to be fat, or my whole family is broke. We always been broke. No, I'm not about to say nothing like that over my life, honey. Let me tell you about who not about to be broke. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you about who is about to create multi-generational wealth. Do I always know how that's going to happen? No. Do I care? No. I sure do not. All right, Shay. Hey, baby. She said, drinking my water, pH balance. Yes, ma'am. Got to keep that water in you. All right. So, step one, and this is going to sound so simple, but number one, in order to rewrite your old narrative for a new year, is to become like children. You've got to become like a child. Do you remember when you were young? Didn't you believe you could be anything? Thank you, Farah. Didn't you believe you could be anything when you were a child? When you were a child, you thought you could be an astronaut, a doctor, a teacher, a lawyer. We're supposed to keep that level of passion as adults. But somebody with their hating ass, excuse me, with their hating selves that came into your life and told you, you can't be an astronaut. You don't even like science. You ain't good at science. You're not good at math. Yes, Tab, childlike faith. She said, yes, damn it. Yes. You have to have the faith of a child. Children are invincible. You cannot tell them anything, and you shouldn't. You should not. When a child says, I can be a thing, thank you, Farrah. Farrah put the shadow work group in there. So when you're ready, you can go over there. But when a child says, I can be anything I want to be, you're supposed to be saying yes. As an adult, you should be saying the same thing. I can be whatever I want to be. We see these people who become doctors at 70 and stuff like that, and we're like, ooh, it is wonderful. It absolutely is, but that's something you can do at any point in your life. Any given point in your life, you can do that. If you want to become a mother, you want to adopt, whatever you want to do, don't allow yourself to have a limited mindset. Think like a child. I could do whatever the hell I want to. These kids be getting on top of stuff talking about they could fly. You know, they're working against gravity and stuff. But I'm saying have a level of faith. They may not be able to stand on the end of the couch and fly off, but they might be able to become a pilot. Athena said, kids have no worries in the world, just free and happy. Seriously. But that's how the universe wants to take care of you. God, spirit, however you want to believe, use the word of your choice. But that's how God wants to take care of you. Like a child, come send out your request. What is it that you want? You send it out there and you totally believe. That's how you begin to, number one, to write a new narrative. Become like a child. Don't be afraid of wanting things for your life. If you want a house, have the freedom in the fullness of saying, I'm going to get my house. Don't start putting limits on it by next year, or I have to have a house by the time I turn 30. Get them limits off of your mind. Don't worry about the time. Concern yourself about believing in what it is that you desire. What is it that you want to do in the new year? Tell me some things y'all want to do. My new year is going to be about health, my wellness. That's what me and Kim was talking about earlier. Feeling really good, feeling really healthy. That's what I mean. I'm still going to be working on money now, but 2020 allowed me to break a poverty mindset. I mean, like broken, because I saw myself, me and my husband, my family come through some difficult times without us even blinking about it. Because we started believing money flows to us with ease. Money wants me to spend it. So we came through it, just trusting everything's going to be okay. So 2020, I learned how to break those poverty mindsets. No problem with Farrah. There's a delay. I think there's more of a delay on Facebook than it is on YouTube, but I'm not sure. It's something that's a little off. So having that childlike faith, having a childlike belief, go ahead, set stuff that seems like it's ridiculous. You don't have to tell nobody what your goals are for next year. You don't need anybody to validate you. You don't need anybody to give you any kind of, yay, girl, get it. Because a lot of times they're going to be like, you sure? Are you sure you could do that? I don't know. That seems hard. You going to go back to school? Pop, pop, popping. Those are the people who are sowing negativity into your new narrative. And so the first time you open your mouth to somebody who isn't a positive person, you're going to start hearing it play in your head over and over again. Then you're going to tell yourself, yeah, why am I trying to do this? I don't have time to be going back to school. I don't have time for this. Girl, when I tell you I have found time for everything with these kids and my grown self and this husband, we make time, make it work. Hey, Kiwanis, peace and blessings. So, yeah, that's number one, become like a child. Number two, learn to release when you set your intentions. That's a hard one for some of y'all. Y'all struggle with letting it go. Letting it go. When you set an intention, when you say that this is what I want to do, say it, let it go out into the ethers in the universe, because spirit is listening, the universe is listening, God is listening, whatever. The ancestors hear it, and they're going to go do what needs to be done. But when you're still holding on to it for dear life, they sitting there like, are you sure you want it? Because it look like you want to do it by yourself. Learn to release your desires. Let it go. I'm a ritual person. So one of the things that I do is I'll write it and then burn it. Because when you burn something, it releases into the atmosphere. Doesn't it? You see the smoke go up. It releases into the atmosphere. And I trust and believe God, the ancestors, whomever my spirit guides are, have received it and they're taking it where it needs to go. So now I'm done with it. I don't have to be all consumed with, is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? No, now I'm going to be anticipating it happening, but I'm also going to be aligning with that thing, because that's going to be number three. So, but number two is release it. Another way that I like to release something is in my bath. So I'll set an intention, and especially if it's a negative thing, I'm no longer going to worry about money. I'll take a spiritual bath. I always use Epsom salts. Love the Epsom salts in my bath. I'll do my candles, whatever else I want to do. But then when I release it, I let it go. I watch it go down the drain. Old mindsets are going down the drain. Old stories that I keep telling myself over and over again and starting to believe, watch it go down the drain. When you have that experience of release, it's easier to let those things go. So it works for positive and negative things. Negative things, release it. Positive things, release it. Either way, we have got to learn, let go, so you're not telling any old stories. I want y'all to talk to me. I know y'all have some old stories that you've told yourself over and over again. I don't have enough money. Who can relate to that one? I don't have enough money. You'd be surprised how people are getting money out here in these streets. People are so creative, and they have so many methods of how they're using their talents, their gifts, the things that they have in their home just to make money. Y'all are real quiet. Athena said me. Thank you, Athena. I know y'all over here in Black Queens, but y'all ain't talking tonight. Usually y'all, talking. But y'all might be thinking, so I'll give you that too. I'll give you that. Hey, Brittany. Peace and blessings. So yeah, what are some old stories? I don't have enough time. I'm not smart enough. I'm not skinny enough. I'm not pretty enough. Child, I have not seen anybody not get to where they need to be because they're not pretty enough. Straight up. Hey, Shayana, is it Shayana? How you doing? I haven't seen it happen yet, where a person is like, you know, I'm not pretty enough, so therefore I can't be a model. Girl, I know y'all seen some of these models out here. Not that I'm saying that they're ugly. I ain't saying it. But I'm just saying, Ms. Banko said, me, I don't have enough money. I don't have enough talent. See, that's one of those things that we tell ourselves. That's an old narrative. Now it's time to rewrite that narrative. Here's a new narrative for you, baby. I do have enough money. Money flows to me with ease. It is coming and knocking down my door. Money is coming from the north, south, east, and west. You say it until it becomes true. And you align with that space. When the money comes, use it for what you want to use it for and not just automatically spend it on some food or some clothes, unless you're buying clothes because you're a model. You see what I'm saying? Spend the money on the thing that's going to help you make more money. We have got to get into that place. She also said, I don't have enough talent. I am talented. Rewrite that narrative. I have tremendous talent. I don't even care if you don't know what the talent is yet. I have tremendous talent. My talent is coming to me. I will be exposed to what it is that I'm good at. Do you see how it sounds different in your head when you speak it positively? Write it down if you need to in the negative form, then come back and say it positively. How can I rewrite that so that it comes from a different perspective? Shay said, may all your fears be banished and new energy, vibrant energy come upon you. Ashe, Ashe, sis. Ashe. Brittany said, yes, I walk in my power. Honey, people out here doing it. Some of the ways that we don't even think, like I said, what floored me most recently was the $5 groups. I'm like, I got to get in on this. But I'm actually going to be teaching something. But there's people out here that has groups that aren't really teaching anything, not really. But they still making money. They're showing up for themselves. Yes. She said it's a silent killer. Yeah, man. It's a dream killer. It's a dream killer. Athena said, yes, ma'am, it hurts when you can't do things for your kids at time. It does. It absolutely does. And I've been there more than once, honey. That's why I had to rewrite my narrative. Even when it came to certain things, I realized, okay, my son doesn't have to have this thing that I feel like he needs. I've had to be creative to find new ways of having what was a fun birthday. My son's 7 now, but even him about to turn 8 in a week. This little boy, if I said, we're going to go to the park and play and we're going to eat cake and ice cream, that's all he wants. He'd be like, oh my God, oh my God. Because he just wants to have fun. He's not thinking, I want to hit $150 sneakers. Why are you not giving me? No. Look, I wouldn't do it anyway. But yeah. Brittany said the shadow group is real. Girl, I love that you over there with us, baby. I'm glad you over there with us. So yeah, just making sure you release these things. Burn it, write it, burn it. You don't even have to burn it. Miss Tabitha's awesome about journaling. Tab will teach you about journaling. Sitting down, writing is a release. Writing stuff down is a form of release. Getting it out of here and putting it down. If you find yourself having a negative, y'all, you have to rewire these thoughts. You have to do it over and over again. It don't take just one time and saying money flows to me with ease and now I believe it. No, what's going to happen is I'm going to say money flows to me with ease. Then I'm be like, no, it don't. A new one that Tab has taught me is affirmations. We have affirmations. Now we have affirmations where you say it in the form of a question. Why does money flow to me with ease? Why is money chasing me down so much? Oh my God, money is just falling into my bank account. Why is the money falling into my bank account so easily? Now, I may not be doing it in that moment, but the brain's response is trying to find an answer for that. Why is money flowing to your bank account so easily? Now your brain is like, why is it? Okay, well, because you just got a raise, or because you just started selling shoes, or because you started selling hair, or because you started teaching makeup tutorials. Affirmation. Ask it in the form of a question. Sometimes that helps shift your brain a little bit, but you use the trick that works for you. Yeah. Well, we have to get in the space of rewriting the narrative, talking about what you can't do for your kids over and over again. All that is self-fulfilling prophecy. You're telling the universe what you can't do. Tell the universe what you can do. I can provide for my kids. So the universe can say, oh, she can? I'm going to respond. I'm going to give her something that proves that she can provide for her kids. You have to say these things over and over because your brain is used to that narrative about not being able to provide for your kids. You don't even need to say it no more. You don't even need to say it no more. The brain remembers already. You've said it enough times now. We could go ahead and let go of that old narrative. Now we're going to say, yes, I can provide for my kids. The, the angels, the ancestors, God, everything is aligning so that I can provide all the things my kids need and want. And you say that more than once. Stop repeating the old narrative. You see what I'm saying? Let go of the old narrative and write a new one. Tonight, if you can, take a bath. Make you a nice little spiritual bath. Throw some Epsom salts in there if you can. Light a candle if you can. Think about these things that you have told yourself over and over again. And when you wash, love on yourself. I love me so much. I'm not going to tell these old stories no more. I've got to stop talking about what I can't do. I have to start talking about what I can do until it actually shows up in my life. And then when you unplug that tub, watch it run down. If you can't sit in the tub, some people just have to stand up shower. Make sure you stand in the shower. Wash and clean yourself a loving bath. I'm not going to keep telling myself these old stories anymore. I've said it enough times now. You have now carved a groove into your brain that says, I can't, I can't, I can't. Now you're going to carve a new one. I can, I can, I can. Because you can. I wouldn't tell you this if I didn't believe in you. Trust me. If I didn't believe in this, I was in such a deep, dark space before I started teaching this stuff. There was nothing nobody could do to convince me that I'd be where I am right now. Nothing. It didn't feel like that. You couldn't tell me that spirit wasn't conspiring against me. I was like, I don't think God want me to have nothing. That was my talk. That was my talk. And guess what happened? Life kept showing up that way. Not yet, Athena. I haven't gotten there. But basically, we are talking about number 3. So number 3 is developing better habits. Isn't that what we're kind of talking about right now? That's step 3. Developing better habits. We want healthy things to happen to us, but we don't have healthy habits. Things like getting enough sleep. Your body heals when it sleeps. Sometimes I know a lot of people are dealing with insomnia. A lot of times it's because you're thinking too much at night. Developing habits of being able to meditate and clear your mind. Having a journal next to your bed before you go to sleep. So whatever you're thinking about before you go to sleep, write it down so it gets out. Remember I said release? Remember I said release? Write it down. Thank you, Farah. Farah said these are great. Write it down. Over here in YouTube land, make sure y'all click like while you're over here, share, hit subscribe. Make sure that you can see when your girl is going to be live next time. Y'all over here in Black Queens, y'all can hit that link tree and come on over to YouTube to the party. Look, the party's in both spaces. Let's just be real. The party's wherever I am. So I'm just playing. Athena said, my ancestors wake me up every morning at 3:33 a.m. Girl, you better be listening then. That sounds like you need to be listening and make sure you have a journal. Whatever they're talking to you about at that time, I have started businesses that time of morning. I have started businesses because of being awoken at the time of morning. Athena said, hey, okay. If you agree, AYE. Hey, hey, if y'all are enjoying this talk, AYE. Hey. Throw it on in the comments. But yeah, make sure if you're being awoken at a certain time of night all the time, pen, paper. Write it down because something is about to be birthed through you in these times. That's what's happening in that space. Spirit's like, wake up. So each day, write down something and you'll be surprised how much that will stimulate something in your brain to do. I love y'all. Hey, hey, Lardika. So yeah, developing better habits. Studying, y'all. We're so concerned about making the people around us happy, making sure we jump on the phone and let them talk about whatever they're talking about. I don't even talk on the phone that much anymore. At first, it bothered me. But then over time, I'm using that time to study. Even when I get off of this YouTube and I put my kids to bed, I'm going to be working on a program that I'm studying right now. Endless studying. If you want to know more about a subject, you don't have to be in school to study, y'all. Y'all want to know more about crystals and y'all want to know about all this stuff? Come on, man. Y'all could pick up a book. Y'all could do some reading. You see what I'm saying? There's things out here that you can be doing. Studying is a healthy habit. Another habit, a good habit to develop, is getting rid of them people who are negative. You're so busy holding on to these folks who are telling you you can't have what you want to have for your life because I love them. Mm-mm. Farrah, go ahead and put FTF inside the comments. FTF, fuck them folks. Mm-mm. I had to shed a lot of friends and family in order to walk into this space of higher mindset, my higher self, being able to hear clearly from the ancestors and from God and from my spirit guides. I had to shed some people because I wanted to be better. Thank you, Trend. Trend's a FTF. Yes. We have to let go of some people and some things, some really bad habits. I ain't gonna lie. Let me tell you one of mine that took up way too much time. Y'all probably gonna think I'm crazy, but I play a lot of games on my phone. I would download all kind of games to my phone. Now, some of it was for good purposes. Playing some of those games helped teach me how to manage money better. Just straight up. Some of these games I was able to learn how to manage my money better by managing the money that I was winning on the games. Seriously, I used it for that purpose. But I was giving way too much time. Way too much time on these games. So then I had to shift that over to, okay, Sharonda, instead of spending time talking on the phone and playing games, why not turn on a meditation? I could talk on the phone for 15 minutes. I could do a 15-minute meditation. So I started developing better habits for myself. So I'm not sitting around complaining about the same shit over and over again. I can't have, I don't have, I can't do. I was saying it all the time. Y'all so funny. FTF. Okay. Look, we're gonna have all kind of acronyms over here. A and FTF. Fuck them folk. Mm, for real. You've got to develop better habits. What else? Eating better. The thing about eating better, and this is me talking to me too, y'all. I'm busting it all the way down in the new year. I ain't playing. The thing about eating better is because a lot of foods have low vibrational energy. It just does. There are foods that have low vibes in it. So we're taking it in and it's pulling your mind, your thoughts, and everything into a more depressive state. The high levels of sugar, the real heavy foods, they are turning your mind into a mush. You're not fully able to receive and walk into the space that you want to walk into because the vibe is low inside your body because of the food you're eating, all these cookies and candy and fast food and stuff like that. And I'm talking to me too, because that convenience of fast food for me sometimes is just what I do. But we're going to do a better new year because I want to be able to hear clearer. The less junk we have in our bodies, the clearer we can hear from spirit. Developing good habits, right? Eating the stuff that is green and leafy, the stuff that came straight out the ground. Do you know the high vibrational energy in that food? That food carries some high vibes in it. Y'all want to connect. Everybody want to have this spiritual connection. I want to have a spiritual connection with spirit and with the universe. And then you eating all this junk. It's lowering your vibrational energy and it's hard to reach where you want to go. So that's just one of those habits that we can form. So developing better habits will help you rewrite your narrative. You could tell a new story. The healthy foods will help you rewrite the narrative of my family always gets fat. My family always has diabetes. You see what I'm saying? Farrah said, call a thing a thing. Hey, look, hey. Oh, that's good. Amira says she keeps a food journal. Thank you for saying that because I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Amira says she keeps a food journal, keeping track of what's going in your mouth. That would, ooh, honey, girl, if I had wrote down what I ate in this past year, I don't know if I like myself very much right now. I'm just being honest. So, but that's a good idea because it lets you know what you're putting in your body. Now you can keep track, and now you can know, oh, that's why I feel so heavy right now. These low vibing foods. Okay. Yeah, I need to back off of that. And I'm not saying everybody has to become a vegetarian. That's not what I said. So don't even try me like that. I didn't say it. But you have to be mindful of making sure you're getting the healthy foods in and drinking lots of water. Get the toxins out. Help your kidneys stand a chance. The kidneys want to, they want to work for you. The liver wants to help get some of them toxins out. Drinking your water is going to help do that. And how you feel after. Yes, girl. Writing down how you feel after you, girl. Especially when we get that itis and we don't want to do nothing. Now you're not inspired to move because of whatever you just ate. I used to be a pescatarian before I had my first son, and I was going. My body was energized. My joints didn't hurt so much, I was able to keep going. So absolutely, how you feel after you eat whatever you've been eating makes a difference. Paying attention to that stuff, forming new habits, forming new words, right? We're going to have a habit of saying something more positive and getting away from all the negative stuff. I know how difficult it can be. That's why it's important to write it down. Write it down. Athena said, I stopped eating meat November 30th through December 22nd. I tried to eat meat. My stomach was hurting so bad, and she was only detoxing. Yes. Your stomach was like, what the hell? We was happy. Dang. Your stomach was like, no, don't do it. But yeah, sometimes our body, once we've done a detox or a fast or something, we try to put something back on top of it. It's kind of like, no, you kind of have to keep forcing it to enjoy it to get back to where you were. So, hey, Princess. Princess stopped by the house, by the clubhouse, y'all. So, yeah, developing new habits. And number 4, I brought this up before, and I'm going to say it again. Number 4, the fourth way to how to rewrite your narrative for a new year is to invest in yourself. Spending money on making you better. As y'all know, I am a life empowerment coach. There are plenty, I have several clients right now who have invested in themselves and their lives have completely changed. And there's more than one way to do that, to invest in yourself. You need to make sure that you are, number 1, investing by buying those healthy foods, yes, but also taking classes. The reason this is so hard, just being honest, for so many of y'all is because of shadows. Y'all need a lot of shadow work. The narrative that you've been telling for so long, you believe it so much that you don't realize that somebody in your childhood told you that, and it wasn't even true. It wasn't true, but you believe it now. Oh yes, baby, this live will be on here. It'll be on here. Yeah. It'll stay inside this group. And it'll also be on YouTube. So make sure you go to the link tree, Shayana, go to Linktree and make sure you subscribe to me on YouTube. And that way you can go to the video here or in Black Queens. But yeah, investing in yourself is so important. There are classes. First, because everybody thinks so expensive. First of all, coming this Thursday for $4.99. And that's the other thing. I said $4.99. Y'all don't even know what I'm talking about yet. But that's a seed that you can sow into this space I'm about to tell you about. A seed. And I think I included my Cash App there as well. If you want to do this meditation, me and Tabitha Marie, she's here in the group over here, Black Queens, we are doing a meditation for the New Year's. On New Year's Eve from 9 to 9:45 Eastern Standard Time, we will be doing a releasing and renewing meditation. I'm going to help you release 2020. Tab is going to help you renew and get a new space to go into 2021. That's an opportunity to invest in yourself. $4.99. Why wouldn't you show up for something like that? Doing something different, right? Creating new habits. If you want to join us, you can see right there in the pin, that's my Cash App. Make sure you put your if you Cash App me your $4.99, Make sure you put your email address in there as well so that I can make sure you get the link for the Zoom where we'll be doing the meditation. But meditation is good, first of all. Y'all know I'm a big fan of meditation. So the meditation is going to be beautiful to shift your mind to leave some stuff behind. We're going to shake that shit off and leave it here in 2020. Then we're going to put our minds renewed into a new space going into 2021 through this meditation. And you've now sown a seed, meaning you've planted something in the ground for you to grow something, get something back. Look, I even sowed into my own meditation. I sowed into my meditation because I like sowing seeds. That's number one. Then January the 9th or the 10th, I have a workshop coming up called Overcoming Limited Mindsets. Isn't that kind of what we're talking about? A workshop, Overcoming Limited Mindsets. And I'll put it, it'll be in the group too. I always put it in Black Queens, and y'all kind of ignore me in Black Queens when I put it in there. You act like I don't see y'all. I see y'all. I'm one of the admins in the group. I see y'all. But investing in yourself to overcome a limited belief, knowing that y'all have a limited belief system. Y'all can't see past the tip of your nose because you don't believe that you can exceed in all things that you want for your life. I mean, exceed. You think that I'm going to try to get a job where I'm getting paid at least $40,000 a year. Why not say I want a job paying $100,000 a year? Do you know people are doing that with ease? And see, I said that to people, and people automatically thought, Who didn't believe me when I just said $100,000? Somebody did not believe me. Somebody did not believe me. Thank you, Amira. I'll see you on Thursday. Amira sent her money. Thanks, baby. Yes. Somebody was like, "Who? $100,000." I'm like, "Huh? I plan to make more than $100,000 a year, straight up." Do I know how all the time? No. No, I don't always know. But I'm going to keep putting in the work and keep believing at the same dang on time. I sure am. So y'all have to start investing, planting seeds so that you grow something out of here. Why keep doing the same thing? We're developing new habits. It's time to invest in yourself. I also do one-on-one coaching, like I said. And Farah just put my link up. Thank you, Farah. AuthenticallyYourExpressions.com. Go over there, click on it. Let's do a consultation. Go see my prices. Don't get scared. Money flows to you with ease, honey. But investing in yourself to break old habits. These shadows are what's keeping us from having what we want more than anything else. It makes me sad. I had to go through it myself. And that's why I'm so passionate about this type of work. That's why I get in front of y'all. I'm a life coach, not because life coaches make a lot of money, because I don't have to. As a life coach, you don't have to make a lot of money. I could be real sorry about this. But I am passionate about this because it's my life. I lived what y'all are going through. I said what I couldn't provide, what I couldn't do, what I didn't believe would ever happen. And once I changed my mind, and y'all, it was a fight. This girl, I had to do affirmations like a mug. You hear me? Over and over and over again. I had to. It's just one of those things that we have to practice. You practice so long to tell yourself what you can't do. Now it's time to rewrite your narrative, that old narrative, for a new year by saying something new all the time. Next time somebody wants to call you and commiserate, "Girl, I don't have no money," be like, "Girl, I don't want to talk about that. Money's coming to me. Nope, I don't know where, but it's coming." And not in no fearful way, but in a bold way. Money's coming. I'm going to create something. Something's about to give, but I'm not going to keep living like this. I know I'm not. Nope. Nope. But it's time to invest in yourself. That was number 4. Making decisions. Investing $4.99 to come to meditation, right? $4.99. The workshop, $48.88. Come and do that. Getting one-on-one classes. Investing time sitting in front of YouTube. YouTube, you can learn how to do a lot of things, right? Are we doing it? That's my question. That's my question. Are we actually out here doing it? There's too many options, but we're also, what I want to start seeing is, especially as Black women, I want to start seeing y'all speak differently and showing up differently. Showing up as you said. The things that are coming out your mouth that you want, I want to see it show up in your life. That's what I'm here for. Want it or not. Come over to the shadow work group. Farah has shared that. My link tree is in there. So you can get to the shadow work group. You can get to my YouTube page. You can get to my website. You can get to me. Okay. In my link tree, you can get to me. But it's time to start telling a new story. Y'all, I know, are tired. You gotta be. You gotta be tired of that old narrative. There's gotta be something new in your life. Are you ready for something new in your life? If you're ready for something new in your life, I want to see somebody say, "Hey, hey, hey, hey." And yes, Tab reminded me of the Sunday class. Sunday class, we do shadow work. We're going to, especially kicking into the new year, we're going to be doing a lot of shadow work, some one-on-one. I'm going to be trying to get in there and spend a little time with each one of y'all who are showing up for the shadow work class. I'm going to try to get in there and just give you some really good, find out what you need so I can give you some really good information so you can carry that away with you. All right, Nicole, thank you, baby. She said she is ready. Dang on Skippy, let's do this. But it's time to do something different. So just to reiterate our 4 steps about how to rewrite your narrative for a new year. So we said step 1, become like children. Having that childlike faith, that invincibility. Why the hell not? Why can't I go be a damn astronaut? Well, see, I don't want to go to space and stuff like that. That's why that's just not my thing. But why not? Why can't I have what I want? Why can't I be a multimillionaire? Somebody tell me why I can't. No, don't even tell me why I can't. You better not. I ain't gonna believe you. I have rewritten my old narrative. There's nothing, nobody on this earth is going to tell me that I'm not going to create multi-generational wealth. Nobody. Not even my husband. Nobody's about to tell me that ain't about to happen. Hey, hey, okay. Mm-mm. You have to start believing. Amira said, I'm so tired. I'm retired. God, girl, you ain't retired, are you? Not tired again. We're going to get you from not being tired, baby. Join that shadow work group. We're going to be doing that work on Sundays. But first, y'all are going to become like children. Stop being scared to want something for your life. Y'all are in a, especially y'all over there, Black Queens of Spiritual Healing, you are in a space of where y'all want to tap into spirit. Y'all want to tap into these deities. Y'all want to tap into God. Y'all want to tap into whatever it is that you believe. Excuse me, the universe. Y'all want to tap into this space, but then at the same time, you're using old narratives. You're telling old stories. Do you want the newness that the universe has for you, or do you want to keep telling the old stories? I'm just asking because you already talked about the old stuff plenty long enough. You don't even need to tell that story no more. It's done. You done beat the horse. The story was told. We got it. We got it. Now it's time to tell a new one. My life can be whatever the hell I want it to be. I don't always know how that's going to look, but I'm trusting God, the universe, the ancestors, the spirits. Everybody out here is aligning and fighting for me to have a better life, and I'm going to fight with them. That's the new narrative. These kids ain't out here talking about how I don't know how I'm going to become an astronaut. No, they just about to become the astronaut. And if they had the right people behind them, they become the astronaut. People become the doctors and the lawyers, either one, because they're surrounded by people who said they can, or two, they be saying FTF, fuck them folks. I'm going to do what I say I'm going to do, in spite of what anybody has ever said about my life. Okay? That's how people do this. Let me shut up. Number 2 is release. Number 2 is release. We're going to go ahead and put it out there and we're going to let it go. Thank you, Farah. Farah's putting all the information in there. So y'all know when we do our group coaching sessions, Sundays, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So y'all could be in that space to begin to rewrite that narrative, baby. We about to tell a new damn story right now. Time to let that story go. Release. I'm going to let go of some things. That old narrative, I'm releasing the old stuff. I'm gonna watch it go down the drain. I'm going to take my beautiful spiritual path and I'm going to watch it. Imagine the words going with the water down into the drain. I can see, like in my head, I see the water saying of the old stuff I used to say going down the drain. I'm going to release my stuff to the ethers. I'm going to write it down. Spirit, God, ancestors, whoever. This is what I would like to see happen in my life. Set it on fire. Released. Whatever you need to do for your form of release, that's what I want you to do. But it's time to let go of that old story, and it's time to stop holding so tight that you won't let it go for the energy to be lifted out there. Let the energy go. Even when it comes to your money, y'all are holding on so tight. This $4.99, holding on so tight. When you could put that out there and then receive all the greatness that comes back from that. I'm a big sower, love it. That was one of the things that actually multiplied. When I first got into spirituality, there's a group on Facebook, and this girl would always have like rituals that she would have, and sometimes the ritual might have been 22.22, right? $22.22. I didn't even have the $22.22. So I waited. Then when I finally got some money, and she had another ritual, it might have been all the money I had in my account at that time, straight up. And I was so into this ritual. Then all of a sudden the money would come back. And I was like, and it came back more. I was like, wait a minute. So then next time I'd sew into the ritual again, or next thing that she was doing, supporting it, and it'd come back. And then all of a sudden my money started growing because I started saying, okay, my money comes back with ease. Let me start putting something out there. You got to, in order to plant something, you got to put it in the ground, right? You got to get the seed. You got to put it in the ground, put the soil on top of it and let it go and wait, right? Isn't that how we do when we planting? That's how this looks when you're planting seeds. When you're releasing, you're putting it in. This is my petition before God, before the ancestors. This is what I want. Put the dirt on top, letting it go. Release. Number 3, developing better habits. We're going to stop talking to people who are going to tell us what we can't do. Come on, please, y'all. Stop talking to these folks who don't see their life getting no better. I know y'all didn't come to a spiritual group for your life to stay the same. Please tell me y'all didn't come over here to Black Queens of Spiritual Healing for your life to look like it always did. I know better than that. And stop looking for something just to drop in your lap. That's another problem. Y'all are waiting to do some kind of magical potion thing, and it's going to drop in my lap. And oh, I got it. That thing that I was looking for. You don't even want to have to try to hold the belief that it's going to happen. You just wanted to drop in your lap. Hold on to the belief that the thing you're petitioning for is going to happen. That is a good habit to practice. Believing. I understand. This is not me talking from a person who didn't understand. For a minute there, I was like, this is some bullshit. For a long time, I was like, I don't know if this is going to work, man. I don't know. We're going to see. But then I had to start shifting my mind because I'm like, but you already don't have anything. So why not take an opportunity to believe you can have a thing? Right? Right? So I finally decided, okay, I have to start believing that I'm going to have this thing. And the more I let go, the more I began to believe, the more I developed the habit of belief. That's when the things begin to show up. So that's what I'm telling y'all to do. Develop better habits. Meditation, studying, praying, whatever it is, develop it and do it on a regular basis. Okay? And then number 4, invest in yourself. That was the last step I gave you. Invest in classes. When you see classes being offered, and one of the things that I have coming up real soon, so I hope y'all are following me in the Shadow Work group, my business page, IG, the link tree is right there. I hope you're following me because what's coming up is I will be starting a school. There will be a school where you'll be able to come and take master classes. Both Farah and Tabitha will be there supporting me and supporting you. And we'll be teaching classes that will help you master yourself, to keep you empowered on a regular basis. You'll also be able to take some yoga classes. We're going to have a yoga instructor up in there. We're going to have some Reiki classes up in there. We're going to have all kinds of things that people are going to be doing. Cooking classes. Somebody cooking vegan and vegetarian foods in that. $5 a month. $5 a month. I just want to make sure y'all can hear me clearly. investing $5 a month into yourself. So I hope you're following, because I'll be sharing that soon too. Yeah, invest in yourself. If you know you're dealing with some heavy stuff, get you a therapist. If you know you need somebody to help motivate you, get you a life coach. If you can only do a little bit, go to the workshops. But invest in yourself so life don't look the same. Do not let 2021 look like 2020 and blame it on these people in politics and all this bullshit going on out here. You are higher than that. If you are tapping into spirituality, you are greater than politics. You are greater than even being a black woman. You are a spirit. You are a spiritual being having a human experience, and therefore you get to supersede anything you look like because of the power of divine intention that lies within you. That's why you get to do that. So I'm at my hour. I'm at my hour mark. I try not to keep y'all too long, you know. But that's my encouragement for you. Rewriting a new narrative. How to rewrite that old one for a new one. Make sure you stay connected, like Farah said. Make sure you join the groups. Make sure you subscribe over here on YouTube. Join us for the meditation this Thursday. It is going to be powerful. That tab already got hair standing on my legs, and I know she's going to be good. Athena said, no, don't go. Girl, I know. Trust me, I understand. She's like, stay here. Athena said, I'm definitely going to invest in myself. I get my check. First check on the 8th. All right, baby. She already got plans for that check. Look at Toya busting up in here late. Y'all ever notice that Toya always comes right when I'm about to end the live? Hey, my Toya. But yeah, I want to see y'all make moves. And Athena, if you want more of me, go to that link tree. Go to the link tree. Make sure you subscribe over here on YouTube. Make sure you join the Shadow Work group. I come in there and I do lives in there as well. But we're going to keep this thing pushing. Make sure you're sharing this information with your friends. If you have negative people around you and you want to see them elevate as well, this is the kind of stuff you share with them. You share this YouTube video to the Facebook page and tell them, man, this woman was powerful. Make sure you watch her videos. Subscribe to her channel. We have got to do better this year, y'all. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Bring other people with you as you do this. Let's elevate. It's time to get better. Ashe. Yes, it is time for us to do this. We can do this. I am looking forward to 2021. I'm about to bust 2021 all the way down. You hear me? Bust it down. All right. All right, you've been warned. I'll be coming in here and sharing. I'll be coming up here and sharing with you. So I hope to see you all soon. All right, Athena, she came on over to YouTube, baby. She wasn't playing. Yes, make sure y'all hit Linktree. Come on over here, subscribe. I love y'all dearly. This is my work because this is my love. My love to see people heal. It's what I know. I had to go through hell and back in order to understand the things that I'm teaching. I was hard-headed. I was stubborn. I didn't believe a lot of this shit. I didn't believe it. I struggled with it. And I fought for me, though. I fought for me. Let me help you fight for you. Okay, babies? Okay? That's what we're doing out here. Let me help you fight for you. I don't sell. I'm not a salesperson. But what I do sell, I'm selling you, you. I'm selling you, you back. That's what I sell. I sell you, you. When you're finished with me, you get to have the greatest version of you that you've ever had, okay? That's what we're doing in these streets. I love y'all. Take care of yourself, and we'll do this again soon. And I hope to see you all on Thursday. Love y'all. Bye. Bye.